Okay, this is exercise 8, part 2 of section 1.2 in Stewart's Calculus, 7th edition, early Transcendentals, if you're following along. And this problem originally said find the expression for the quadratic function whose graph is shown. This is the second graph shown in the question, and so our task is to find its equation just given this information, this graphical information. We're given 3 points. One is a y-intercept, and you might be tempted to think that we are going to use some equation where y is equal to negative x squared or negative quantity x plus some number a, I don't want to use a, some number k squared, but actually we're not going to use that. Not for this one, no. The equation of a parabola can also be written as y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Standard form. Okay, standard form. And c is the y-intercept. You should have. This is like 9th grade, 8th grade math. You should know this already. But yeah, a is a constant, b is a constant, c is a constant. And since c is our y-intercept, and since they give us our y-intercept, we know c. So we've already solved for c just by looking at this. C is 1, okay? So whenever your graph, whatever value your graph is at x is equal to 0, that is c. In this case, 1. So now our task is to find a and b to complete this equation of the graph for our graph. So we rewrite and we write a system of equations using these 2 points, 1, negative 2.5, and negative 2 and 2. So at y is equal to 2, our x values are equal to negative 2. So we have y is equal to 2 is equal to a, x value is negative 2, squared plus b, x value is negative 2, plus 1. Don't forget that. Remember, c is equal to 1. And then we have, actually, let's solve this. Let's simplify. Let's simplify this. So we subtract 1 from both sides. We have that 1 is equal to negative 2 squared is 4, so 4a minus 2b. To be or not to be? That is the question. Now we'll do the now we'll work with this point here. We have that when y is negative 2.5, all our x values are 1. So a times 1 squared plus b times 1 plus 1 for c. Subtract 1 from both sides. We're going to simplify this, and we get negative 3.5 is equal to a plus b. Seems pretty easy. So now from what you want to do from here, this is a system of equations. Okay, that was really bad. Hold on. There. Excluding this, you have a system here and a system here. And you're going to use this system to solve for a and to solve for b. I'm looking back at my work because I did this before the video, and just to keep myself on track. And I started with solving for a using this equation. So solve for a first. Well, that's easy. A is equal to negative b minus 3.5. Simple as that. So now, from there, I plugged it into the other equation, and you should plug in a here. So we're going to get, I'll do it in another color, 1 is equal to 4 times negative b minus 3.5 minus 2b. Okay, no c. because we already determined what this equation is with C. Distribute the 4, and you get 1 is equal to negative 4b. This is minus 14, 12, 24, yes, minus 2b. Okay, and then you simplify, add 14 to both sides, and you get 15 is equal to negative 2 plus negative 4 is negative 6b. Okay, and then we solve for b. Solve for b to a different color. And we get that b is equal to 15, negative 15 over 6, which simplifies to 5 halves. Because you divide everything by 3, you get 5. 15 divided by 3 is 5, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So now we know b. b is equal to negative 5 halves. And c is equal to 1. Now all we need to do is solve for a. So pick any equation and stick b in there. I think it's easier if you pick this equation. So 1 is equal to 1 is equal to, was it 4a minus 2b? So 4a minus 2, negative 5 halves. Alright. These two, oh, that's, no. These twos cancel out. The negatives cancel out. And you're left with 1 is equal to 4a plus 5. Yeah, and then you subtract 5 from both sides. You get negative 4 is equal to 4a. A is equal to negative 1. Confirming, yes. Yes, yes, yes. This, okay, so a is equal to negative 1, b is equal to negative 5 halves, and c is equal to 1. So we're going to plug everything into this equation for a parabola. So, wow, we did a lot of work. So y is, come on, y, or f of x, is equal to a is negative 1, so just negative x squared. And that makes sense too, because it's a downward sloping parabola, so it's got to be negative x squared. Negative x squared, and then b is negative 5 halves, right? So negative 5 halves x plus 1.